Hey, what's going on? James from JKremmer Fitness. Today we are going to be doing a Jocko Molk Strawberry Slayer Protein Powder review. As always, these protein powder reviews are unbiased and self-funded. I do have my full link for the video for the Jocko Molk review listed to my website if you want more of an in-depth review. I'm just going to go over the basics. In this unbiased Jocko Molk Protein Powder review, what kind of protein is Jocko Molk? What is the amino acid profile for Jocko Molk? How many scoops of Jocko Molk protein powder post-workout is necessary to stimulate muscle protein synthesis? Is Jocko Molk Whey Protein truly grass-fed? I do realize that there is a new profile of Jocko Molk. My container has grass-fed. I'm still going to discuss if it is truly grass-fed, but the newer protein profiles of Jocko Molk do not have the grass-fed statement on there. So I'll touch briefly on that when we get to that point. Is Jocko Molk third-party tested? I'm going to go ahead and do a Jocko Molk strawberry taste review. And what are the ingredients in Jocko Molk Whey Protein? Are Jocko Molk protein claims true? And then finally answering the question and concluding this unbiased Jocko Molk protein review. Is Jocko Molk good? Okay, starting it off. What kind of protein is Jocko Molk? Statement from Jocko Fuel, they share that our whey protein powder combines 4 protein sources into a precision time-released blend that ensures a steady stream of nutrients to support health all day long. Additional digestive enzymes and probiotics deliver the protein you need while avoiding poor digestion, stomach aches, and bloating. Sugar-free flavor sweetened with monk fruit and fermented cane sugar. And then they actually share the standards. They share Jocko Fuel standards are responsibly sourced, transparent label, clinically dosed ingredients, no artificial sweeteners, third-party tested supplements. Examining the label of an old profile that I have, it is Jocko Molk is a 4 protein source supplement. And the majority of the protein source, mainly number 1 is whey protein concentrate, secondly whey protein isolate, third egg albumin, and then finally casein. I shared at the beginning of this unbiased protein review of Jocko Molk, there has been a revamp. So the new one that they have with Jocko Molk, the current protein source order is still concentrate first, isolate second, casein third, and then finally egg white. There is a statement saying time release blend. Even though it is advertised as a time release blend, the reality is the majority of the protein powder is fast digesting. I'm referencing whey protein concentrate and the isolate. So half of this protein minimum is going to be digested within 1 hour. So this is probably going to be best suited for as a post-workout or anytime workout powder. What are the amino acid profile for Jocko Molk? All containers of Jocko Molk have an amino acid profile. Furthermore, it is listed on the website. However, examining the amino acid profile, there is only 2.222 grams of leucine based on 22 grams of protein. Technically, the protein isn't spiked due to the fact that it falls within the average range of leucine occurring in protein powder supplements, which is around 10 to 11%. However, when compared to other protein powders in the market, mainly majority of these right behind me that actually have an amino acid profile shared, Jocko Molk comes in lower than the average as shared at 2.222 grams. I'm gonna be honest, disappointed to see only 22 grams of protein per serving. Now you're probably wondering, well, how many scoops of Jocko Molk protein powder should you take post-workout? I always reference an academic article when taking post-workout protein powders. In that article, researchers share you should aim for at least 25 grams of protein. That 25 grams of protein should offer a bare minimum 2 grams of leucine up to 3 grams. I always end up erring higher at the 3 grams. Some protein powders are not third-party certified, and even though this one doesn't, Jocko Molk doesn't have a third-party certification. It's always careful just to round up to just the 3 grams. So if you're using this post-workout, you should be aiming to take 1 1/3 scoops of Jocko Molk post-workout. As I shared earlier in the review, older containers of Jocko Molk share that it says grass-fed. Unfortunately, when you examine the amino acid profile, you take a grass-fed protein due to the higher amounts of naturally occurring BCAAs. Examine the leucine content, the normal or average range of leucine. So like this Jocko Molk technically is not grass-fed. It's not 100% grass-fed. However, I wouldn't be surprised if there's trace or sprinkle amounts of grass-fed whey in this protein powder. When you look or examine the newer profiles being sold by Jocko Fuel or any kind of online retailer, most of the bags that I've seen do not have the statement of grass-fed on the powder. So that's a clear indicator that if you have an older container, chances are it's not grass-fed. This brings me to the next point: is Jocko Molk third-party tested? Here's the container. Usually you see a third-party seal of approval saying that this has been certified. So when looking on the website of jockofuel.com, there is no such statements sharing that any kind of certification sharing third-party certification. And it's kind of wondering. So I did what any rational protein reviewer would do: get in contact with Jocko Fuel. And of course, I got a response from one of the representatives, and the email is quite interesting. I'll read just a small little snippet. While we aren't able to provide that information, be assured that Jocko Fuel products go through various tests annually. Without that seal of approval, it brings into question a couple of things about the ingredient profile. Are they listing stuff? Are they not listing information or ingredients that should be listed? And then how are they coming up with this amino acid profile without any kind of certification? And it actually kind of brings into question if you really are getting the full 22 grams of protein per serving. Who knows, you might be only getting 18, and that's the reason why I always tend to err higher when doing post-workout nutrition with protein powders, with at least 3 grams of leucine. All right, so let's go ahead and do the Jocko Molk strawberry taste review. I'm gonna put this on the floor, and as always, I have my handy dandy Pure Choice Farms shaker cup. Video: 1 1/3 scoops of Jocko Molk. So here we go. 1 scoop in, boom. 1/3. Close up top, close the label, shake it up. You know, for the most part, this is a really fantastic mix. There are small trace dry clumps in there. There is, I have to mention, no strawberry bits in this, in Jocko Molk strawberry. Bottom of the container or shaker lid looks relatively clean. Mixing instructions: suggested use: as a dietary supplement, mix 1 scoop daily in 6 to 8 ounces of water, milk, or your favorite beverage. Use as directed by your healthcare practitioner for best results. Use a shaker or blender and serve cold. All right, here we go. Bottoms up. You really do get the flavor of strawberry in Jocko Molk. Do another taste. There's no weird aftertaste because there's no artificial sweeteners. There is no stevia flavor. The best way I would describe their strawberry flavor is if you went to McDonald's, got a strawberry shake, and you took out all the sugar. This is it right here. It tastes like someone took all the sugar out of the strawberries and then they put it in a liquid form. This is what you're getting. So now let's go ahead and take a look at what are the ingredients in Jocko Molk Whey Protein. We're getting a protein blend of 4 protein types: whey protein concentrate, whey protein isolate, egg albumin, and then casein. However, with the new protein profile being introduced by Jocko Fuel, that order is whey protein concentrate, whey protein isolate, casein, and then egg albumin. natural flavor, which is usually natural flavor, xanthan gum, which is used for texture in the protein powder, monk fruit extract, which is the natural sweetener with I think it's a very 0 calorie, low calorie sweetener, and then the red beet powder, and they're using this for color. It's a simple ingredient list. I have my reservations about the protein quality being used because of the fact that there is a digestive enzyme profile in Jocko Molk. The reason why it's a nice touch to have digestive enzymes because of the fact that I am lactose intolerant. It's nice having a digestive protein enzyme profile in protein powders. However, that should be a clear indicator of the type of protein sources or protein quality being utilized in Jocko Molk. Examine the claims being shared by Jocko Molk, and the question is, are the Jocko Molk protein claims true? The standards for Jocko Fuel are as follow: responsibly sourced, transparent label, clinically dosed ingredients, no artificial sweeteners, third-party tested supplements. So I'm going to go ahead and go by one and answer all those questions. I don't have really information on if their protein is responsibly sourced. Transparent label, I do have a big question on that, due to the fact that even though we do have an amino acid profile listed, there is no third-party certification seal. Mainly this one right there, Ghost Protein. There's a couple others that actually share the actual weights of each protein source being utilized. No such information is shared by Jocko Fuel on the label. Not really truly a transparent label in my opinion. You're left wanting more. Next up, we're gonna go ahead and look at the clinically dosed ingredients. Once again, we're only looking at the protein powder with only 22 grams of protein, with only 2.2 grams of leucine. For information that I found, you want to aim for at least 25 grams of protein. However, for a protein powder, you're charting into questionable territory. If we're using clinically dosed ingredients, then why offer a four protein source powder? And then of course, another thing that's being shared by Jocko Fuel is that third-party tested supplements. Well, of course, getting in contact with the representative, they didn't really share anything with me. Rest assured, the protein powder goes through an annual test. And, okay, well, who's doing the testing? Really, the answer you're looking for, and is it really a third-party tested supplement if there is no third-party label? Is Jocko Fuel a time-release protein? I kind of hinted at this earlier. 4 protein sources that are underdosed, and the reality is that any protein powder is going to be a time release. I would estimate that Jocko Fuel, technically it's a time release protein. However, you're probably going to be digesting this within 2 hours. And then with the whole entire brand new revamp of the protein sources and the new protein profile, something really brought something to my attention. With a statement saying blended with amino acids help your body with building muscles and regulating the immune function. Protein already regulates and helps maintaining your immune functions. Seeing the statement blended with amino acids, that should be a red flag. This should be a buyer beware. So now let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. Is Jocko Molk good? Jocko Molk is barely passing in my book. I'm just gonna go ahead and get the icky stuff out of the way. The cons: if you have yourself an old profile, there's a bold statement sharing that this is a grass-fed protein. No, this is a protein powder with trace amounts of grass-fed protein, whey protein in it. Isn't necessarily gonna be a 6 to 8 hour protein release blend. The reality is that this protein powder is gonna be digested within 2 hours. It's not a transparent label. There is no third-party certification with added aminos. The statement shared about being clinically dosed. This protein ain't clinically dosed. Now let's go ahead and get into my pros. It's pretty much what you expect. Mixes great, tastes great. I had no bloating, minimal bloating. And then of course, using the use of natural sweeteners is great. And then I love seeing a minimal ingredient profile. So that's Sharon. Would I buy this again? No. Paying $45, $40 to $45 for this is a very questionable choice. If you're doing 1 1/3 scoops post-workout, the reality is you're getting a little over 24 servings per container. So you made it to the end. Thanks for watching. I will have the list, the full protein review listed down below on my website. Leave a comment if you ever use Jocko Fuel. If there's a protein powder you want me to review, go ahead, leave a comment below, and then I'll add it to my list of protein powders I need to get to. Obviously, I have all of those right behind me, and then that I have to get through. I have a list of 63 or 64 protein powders that I have already reviewed at my website. Everything's unbiased and non-funded by any outside sources, all sourced by me. Thanks for watching. Make it a great day.